Hello guys, I'm Basir and welcome to JavaScript tutorial part 3, Control Flows. In this tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to create control flows, if conditional flows or loops with JavaScript. First of all, let's see how control flows work in JavaScript. Imagine you have a JavaScript file. How JavaScript run your code? JavaScript code is run in order from the first line in the file to the last one, unless you change the control flows by conditional and loops. I create a new pen and I want to write some lines and check the order of running code and see how JavaScript run the codes. Let's by defining a variable name and set it to John. Very good. Let's open the console from the Chrome Developer Tools and check the result. We have 4 lines in the console, John, 28, false, and 150. As you see, the order of running the code is from beginning of the file to the end of the file. But we can change the order with if or for statements. Let us start with conditional flows. We want to write you are married if married variable is true. To implement this code, we use if statement, and inside if statement we should define the condition. If married, console.log you are married. Also we can use else part of if statement. After if block we use else and we just log you are single. As you see, we change the order of running the code based on the married variable. Let's check the result here. You see you are single. If we change the married variable to true, we have different results. You see you are married. Let's check another control flows, which is loops. Loops means running a part of code for multiple times. For example, we want to define a loop to write your age from your first year to your age of year. You see, define a variable which is the index of loop and set it to 1 for the 1 year of your birth. And the second part of for is conditions. I less than or equal to your age, and we want to increase each time for loops execute. Okay, we want to write you are age years old. And as you can see, we should change the age with I, and here you see the results. You are 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old until to 28 years old. As you see, this part of code executed 28 times, and with for statement you can run each part of code multiple times based on your condition. We have another loops in JavaScript, which is while. While is like loop, while is like for, but is more general than for. Let's create a game which is a lucky number, and we create lucky number from 1 to 20. Let's create a function lucky number, and to create random numbers we use math.random, and we use math.floor to convert the floating point number to integer number, and multiply math.random by 20 because we want a number between 0 to 20, and return the result. Here we can use a while. We can define a while statement. While, let's define the first number to lucky number, and while number isn't 10. This is a comparative operator which compare two values together, and if they are not equal, it returns true, and the part inside the while will be run. Here we console .log number, then generate another number with lucky number, and the while part runs 3 times in this sample, and you see in this time it runs 2 times based on the number, and if it's equal to 10 it will not run. Also, we have break statement. If we want to stop loops, we can use break statement. Let's have an example of break statement. For I equal to 0 while I less than 100 I plus plus. If let's change the order of index from 100 to 1. We want to decrease the index. If I reminder 13 equal to 0, console.log, you see we combined two control flows, for and if statement together. Let's comment this part of code to better check the result. We should change the I greater than 1 here, and after this change we can see the result. You see 91 reminder 13 if 0. We want to use the break statement to exit after we find the first number, which it's reminder by 13 is 0. As you can see, the result 91, reminder 13 is 0. Very good. In this lesson, we learned how to use loops and conditional flows like if and else, for and while, to create conditions and run each part of code multiple times. Let's do some exercises in next lesson, and until that lesson, bye bye.